Okay, well, let's start. So, hello everybody. I am Taisha Sethi, one of your co-hosts for today. Today we have with us three more hosts who will be shortly joining in and introducing themselves to you. So, I am a final year MBBS student here in Nagpur at Lata Mangeshkar Hospital. It's basically NKP Salve Institute of Medical Sciences and Lata Mangeshkar Hospital. So today here, what we're going to do is we're just going to simplify the 5 years a little bit. So first of all, can we just have a big round of applause and hearty congratulations to all of you for making it this far. So yes, Rishank, thank you so much for you all deserve this, and let's get ahead with it. So first, can I have all the Mumbaikars, just have some sort of emoji, maybe a heart go up, so I know how many of you Mumbai people are there with us today. Thanks, Vedahi. I see a lot of them. So yes, any Nagpur people up? Just react with maybe a party pop or a piñata if that's possible. Oh, that's nice. So we do have a lot of people. Any others from Aurangabad or Vidarbh or any other regions, the Marathwada? We have a few, so that's nice. At least everybody's here. Okay, so without further ado, let me just get back to you with what we're doing today. So MBBS सुनने में बहुत easy है. It is overwhelming. I will tell you that. We are preparing you थोड़ा सा of what comes. ठीक है? So 19 subjects sounds a lot, but हो जाता है सब. ठीक है? It is just a matter of consistency, and that is what we will help you achieve, or rather just guide you towards it. We all want to be very good doctors, and this is a little initiative from our side as IMAMSN of how to help you navigate college and MBBS all together. So first of all, the secret to medicine is you're not just getting into college. It is you being a very good doctor, right? At the end of the day, who doesn't want to be like House or Meredith Grey or maybe just like Sean Murphy, right? So yes, so that is the purpose of the event, giving you a little sneak peek into the 5 years that hold, and it's going to have its fair share of ups and downs, and at the end, it is you who matters the most. Just keep that in mind when you start this journey. People will come and go, you need to be prepared, things will happen. It is college, it is a very long 5 years, but the moment you get in, you will not even realize when you are to get out of the college. You'll be graduating and you'll be like, oh God, it's just been like 5 years, it feels like 5 months. So I guess अभी हम seniors आप लोगों को बताएंगे कि what all to expect, what all, where you can go wrong, where you can improvise. ठीक है? So all of us have come together, and this is a tiny initiative from our side. So let us just, get into it. And without further ado, I hope all of you are very excited. So are we to interact with all of you. And in the near future, we hope to get to meet all of you in person as well. Okay, so I guess that is all from my side for a little while. I'll be back, don't worry. Okay, I would now ask Akansha and Ashish to take over. Thank you.
Thank you. So, am I audible?
Yes, Ashish, you're audible.
Okay. So, good evening, everyone present here. I am Ashish Kumar Panda, and currently I'm a third-year medical student at BGTMC Pune. Also, I'm a member of academic state subcommittee of IMA. And I wish you a very warm welcome to this wonderful gathering of future doctors, future mentors, and passionate learners.
Hi guys, my name is Akanksha, and I am a second-year MBBS student from MGIMS Sevagram. I am currently a member in the membership subcommittee of IMAMSN, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be your co-host for this exciting and amazing session. All right, so, whether you're just stepping into the world of medicine, or if you're someone who is already joined MBBS and is attending this session, so let's see what we're going to have, we have planned for today. So our events today basically promise to connect the dots between academics, personality, fun, resources, and a little bit into what IMAMSN is for a medical student. Everything that makes a student complete. So yeah, we're going to start by taking in a panoramic view of the MBBS journey. It's not just about lectures and labs and long hours. It's also about becoming a better version of yourself year by year.
Okay. So, start.
Okay, so we're going to start with the orientation to MBBS. Ashish, go ahead.
Just a second. There's some issue with me. Okay. So the first year. Hello. Am I still
Yeah, you're
audible?
audible. Yeah.
Just a second. Sorry for the delay. Okay. So the total MBBS duration will last for 5.5 years. The first year being of 12 months, second year being again of 12 months. The third year is a little long one, which lasts for 30 months. And it includes two parts. That is your third minor year and the third major year. So basically, when we speak in layman's language, it is basically your third year and fourth year. And then you will have internship at the end, where you will be posted into multiple departments and you have to work. And you will be also paid for that. Next. Okay. So what our MHS people have done here, in short to say, the NMC, that is the National Medical Council, have done. They have introduced a CBME pattern where there is competency-based medical education. It has been started from year 2019, and the latest one is currently CBME 2023, which you guys will be following. So earlier, what we used to have in third minor, only two subjects, that is PSM and FMT. But from your year onwards, we'll be having four subjects, which is PSM, FMT, ENT, and ophthalmology. And we'll be speaking much more about it. Also, mostly you won't be giving for your post-graduation exams, you won't be giving NEET PG. It will be replaced with something called as next exam, where there will be two steps. The first one being your fourth year exam, and the second one being a practical exam, on which you will be evaluated and you will be allotted your post-graduation course.
Right.
Right.
So now we're basically going to see what the flow of MBBS exactly is. I mean, Ashish briefly talked about how the entire course load is divided into 5.5 years. So here, let's start with first year. So we have three subjects in the first year, which is anatomy, physiology, and biochemistry. I mean, I'm pretty sure ki ab tak, I guess y'all must have watched a lot of YouTube videos, maybe from med creators such as Dr. Anuj Patel. Like that's what I did when I was in that post-NEET phase. I was looking at all the different books to buy, where can I get a bone set, and in that little rush that I have to conquer MBBS first year. So basically, we have these three very essential foundation subjects. Iske upar we have our clinical subjects based. So till and until we are not mastered in the first and second year subjects, our clinicals won't be strong enough. Anatomy is, I mean, you probably all know and are looking forward to dissection, where we see the entire structure of the human body, where we see the intricate network of nerves, blood vessels, muscles, and it's quite exciting. Then we have physiology. Physiology is why do things happen in our body? The function of our body is the study of is the study that we call physiology. Then we have biochemistry. Biochemistry, many people say that it's boring, but honestly, I enjoyed biochemistry even more than anatomy in my first year. And it is so interesting. And the textbooks of biochemistry are so beautifully written. And if you truly understand biochemistry and enjoy the practicals, I think it will make your first year so much more, happening and exciting. in first year, we are all looking forward to interacting with our seniors. Interaction is something that is kind of a cornerstone for the entire MBBS journey, because as a first year med student, I don't think it's possible to survive without being in touch with your seniors, getting their guidance, and how every college has a little bit of a different pattern. The resources vary college to college, and that cannot be explained better by anyone other than your seniors. You can reinvent yourself in college. When you enter, no one knows anything about you, and this is where you can shine. You can create a personality that's going to stay with you for the next 5.5 years. Your new friends are going to be like a family you never had. Whenever something happens to you, your friends are going to be the first people to know about it. And Friends in MBBS is a session that we can hold all on its own. It will require 90 minutes to talk about how wonderfully special a sort of roller coaster ride this is. And I understand NEET inertia, post NEET inertia is a very big thing. So studying and setting good conceptual foundations can get difficult, but it's all about overcoming the inertia and maybe even putting in half an hour every day to have a proper foundation set. Next, let's come to the second year. So here is when your clinical postings start. So we have pharmacology, pathology, and microbiology. All three very, very hefty subjects, and all have their own interests and pros and cons. Actually, there are no cons, but medical students try to kind of run away from pharmacology a little bit, I feel like, because there's so much to memorize, so many things to do. And it's very fascinating because our clinical postings start in our second year, and it's actually interesting to go apply whatever we are learning in the classroom in actual hospital settings. We have lectures, we have practicals. ICMR STS, does anyone know about ICMR if you can react? Has anyone heard of it? All right, there are a few. So ICMR is the Indian Council of Medical Research, and the STS is short-term studentship, which is kind of like a research scholarship that's awarded if you have a good and unique research project. So this is something that gives students opportunities to dip their feet in the vast ocean of research. Sometimes some colleges don't really, focus on research much because this is something PGs do for their thesis, but policies like ICMR STS help us. It's usually only for first and second years. So I think this is something that all of you should definitely take advantage of. And clinical postings, I mean, whatever I say will be probably less for them because they're so interesting actually going and looking at the manifestations that you read about in textbooks.
So now we come to the third year, which is now from now onwards, you will be having the clinical subjects specifically. The last 2 years, they were having preclinical subjects, and from now onwards, we'll be having clinical subjects, right? So in third year, you have the most depressing and pathetic subject, that is community medicine, aka PSM, and then you have forensic medicine, then you have ENT, that is otorhinolaryngology, and finally ophthalmology. For me, community medicine is something, if you see superficially, you will really find it very pathetic. But the more deep you get into it, the more you will love it. And the standard book which we use, which is named as Spark, I am definitely sure that you will love it. Then you have the forensic medicine, so where you will be actually taught on bodies how to do autopsy, and then what are different types of injuries. It's very useful for your future. Then for ENT and ophthalmology, ENT is basically study of ear, nose, and throat, and it's very crucial subject because those who are actually thinking of becoming a neurosurgeon, so you can opt ENT in your PG subjects. And ophthalmology is definitely, it's a very good surgical subject. Third year is all about building various skills like relationship and teamwork and being part of various volunteering opportunities. You will find ample amount of time to create such skills and develop your CV also with your persona. Initially, it was 2 subjects. For us, it is 2 subjects, but according to your new CBME schedule, we are having 4 subjects. So don't worry, they are short subjects, except PSM. It will take time, but yes, you can finish it easily. Then for the fourth year, for the final year, can we have the screenshot? Yes, thank you. So for the final year, we'll be having subjects like medicine, surgery, pediatrics, and obs-gynae. You will really enjoy surgery. If you are really thinking of going into surgery, you will really enjoy it because you will be getting into clinical postings, you will be getting into OTs, you will be actually viewing surgeries like hernia or any other abdominal causation. Then you will have pediatrics. Pediatrics is fun with children. In obs gynae, you will be really experiencing good surgeries like C-sections and then even laparoscopic surgeries. Medicine, you will learn how to take cases, you will learn how to take patient history, you will learn how to assess the patient and give them prescription. In the fourth year or in the final year, your only and only aim should be consistently studying for your PG examinations, whether it be next, whether it be any foreign exam like USMLE or maybe PLABs, etc. This time, your only aim should be to focus on your PG studies and to become better in your clinical practices. Then finally, the fifth year, which we call the fifth year, it is internship. Here you have to give no exams whatsoever. You have to only work as actual clinicians. You will be sometimes given cut work. If you are fine enough, then you will be also given chances to assist in various surgeries or to do various other interventions. After internship, you will be graduating as an MBBS student, and after getting MBBS degree, you can definitely work as a doctor you can actually get a license and you can definitely work. You can start your own clinic or you can even become a registered medical practitioner in some PhDs. So this is all about your 5 years of journey. But remember, this is just the start and not the ending. These 5 years will definitely determine your next 50 years of life, but you have to keep on learning. Remember this, the white coat is earned with lifelong commitment and not just credentials.
Exactly. Very well put. And honestly, this is not, the secret is not really like how many resources you have, how many friends you've made, but like how well you use the things that are at your disposal, how well you adapt to new situations, and how brilliantly you can, transform yourself in from a like a little cocoon to a beautiful butterfly. So yeah, we have talked about MBBS orientation, and we can move ahead to the actual like detailed first year academic journey. So we have basically 3 subjects as I've mentioned, and here is the guide that we will basically share with you for having a good experience in your first year. Coming to anatomy, in anatomy, there are many different kinds of textbooks at your disposal. But honestly, with every college has a different kind of main textbook that they use. But as a student, I used all these 3 textbooks, but something that approached me really well was Vishram Singh, because the diagrams in Vishram Singh is extremely easy to memorize and replicate in our papers. Gray's Anatomy is one of the most beautiful textbooks, well illustrated, amazing diagrams. Explanation is in a way that it will feel like they're telling you a story. So it is a very good book, and if you do invest time from day one of your MBBS, definitely give Gray's Anatomy a read. BDC has amazing table-wise relations of different organs and different nerves, the courses of different vessels. But again, completely partial to Vishram Singh here because that was my companion through and through for first year. For the practical, Here we have, in practical, basically, there are 4 different components. You have your soft parts, you have histology, embryology, osteology. So for soft parts, there's your dissection lectures that will help. There are many YouTube resources that can help as well. For histology, we have IB Singh's textbook of human histology. Same for embryology. They are very well written books. The histology book has amazing point-wise description of how you can identify the particular slide. Selective anatomy is amazing for those people who want a quick recap of what is exactly been taught to you. This is a good resource to use right before your university exams. And your gross anatomy, everything is explained well enough. There are some YouTube resources as well, which can be used like Johari and Essentials of Medical Sciences. Then we have the Atlas, which helps in visualization of the different body parts, the different courses, the different relations. So Netter's Atlas is something that many professors tell you to bring to your dissection hall, so you can read and you can, actually relate to what you're reading in the books. So for your practicals, you have to read those Ivy Singh textbooks. You obviously will get a bone set with sharing with your friends in med school. You'll actually have those live bones and you can see what a real human skeleton feels like. How the different indentations, the different markings are. You usually get it from your seniors. So there will be markings on the bones as well, which will help you remember and memorize for your practical exams. um Dissection, like, please do not miss dissection. Like, sometimes people are kind of repelled by the smell of formalin, but again, that's no reason to miss dissection. It is one of the most exciting things about being an MBBS student. So pay close attention, and you can definitely go for either YouTube videos, or if you end up getting any kind of subscriptions to any platforms, you can definitely watch those videos prior to your exam to clear your concepts. So here are some online resources that we can use for anatomy. Johari anatomy is like really good for if you don't want to get any kind of platform. I feel like if you watch Johari lectures and simultaneously read your textbook, you will be pretty much like 80% prepared for your exams. Dr. Ashwini Kumar is again a very, very good educator. And I'm pretty sure you all probably know about the Ninja Nerd and Osmosis. And I think some kind of A-type personalities probably have even started looking at these lectures online. But guys, please take your time and enjoy this post-NEET phase. पढ़ना तो बहुत पड़ेगा MBBS में, आके पढ़ लेना. So then we have physiology, a very, very amazing and interesting subject. Here, I'm pretty sure you all must have already heard of Guyton. We have also GK Pal, AK Jain, and Indu Khurana. As we say, a gold standard book, that is Guyton and Hall. It has all the concepts very brilliantly written. Excuse me. All concepts are very brilliantly written, and you will be able to kind of read through them very easily. Then we have GK Pal and AK Jain. I'm so sorry, I'm quite sick. Ashish, please take over.
Okay, no issues. Okay, so for the books, she said the name. If you want to know about the standard book, so basically when you come into MBBS, for each subject, there will be three kinds of books. One is the standard book, which the professors expect you to read. One is the general books, which you actually read. And then one is notes, which you read during the exam. So the standard book for physiology here is basically Guyton and Hall. Most of the students, I'll suggest you, please do give a read. It is beautiful. It definitely consumes your time, but then you'll feel very satisfied after completing it. And those who want to have some kind of shortcut, so for that, best is GK Pal. It is crisp, concise, and the content given is suffice enough to pass in exam. Then other books, Hindu Khurana and Ekajin, it depends on your choice. I personally like GK Pal and Gaitan, so I have used it during my time. Next slide, please. And then there was this special book called Sembulingam. If you want to score very good in physiology, you should know how to make flow charts and all sorts of flow charts which you are required to learn in physiology is present in Sembulingam. This book is exceptionally phenomenal. It has literally saved everyone's life here. Those who have passed first year, obviously, because of the flow charts given in it. And then we have something BJ note, which personally comes from my college because it's someone from my college, like some senior, they have written their notes personally. It is also life-saving notes. So if you definitely want revision practices, definitely give a read to these people, these books. Next slide, please. For practical, there is no book as such, but then you will be buying journals from your colleges. And the only thing you have to prepare for your practicals when you study physiology is basically to revise your journal completely because your journal has each and every section of examining each and every organ system. For instance, you have a specific chapter to just to examine the motor neuron system. Then similarly, you have something for sensory system. You have for your respiratory system. You have for your CVS system. So it is given very methodically. You have to revise, practice on your friends or your parents. Okay, and then review. Keep on reviewing. There is no special content to be sought after for your physiology practical. First 2 months doesn't take time, bro. If you start with Guyton and then you will sway away to GK Pal. So it within 1 week, most of the people get into GK Pal. Yes, indeed, siblings are the best guinea pigs. Okay, so for the online resources of physiology, I'll suggest you go for Ninja Nerd lectures. It is present on YouTube. It is free content. So you need to study from Dr. Zach. He is one of the best persons to teach you physiology. Then for Indian authors, you like have Preeti Tyagi or you have Dr. Najib as well from Pakistan. So these people, they teach physiology wonderfully. Then the rest is your choice. Guys, you can take a screenshot of this online resources slide if you wish to uh, keep it for your reference for future.
And one more like minor interruption. For practical physiology, as Ashish said, we usually just follow the journals that have been given to us by our college and university. But honestly, I feel like GK Pal's practical physiology textbook is pretty amazing because it has all the Viva questions included as well, apart from the content that we need to learn from the actual practical classes. And honestly, yes, it will take 2 to 3 months to figure out your actual study. You'll think that you'll think that you'll study exactly how you used to prepare for NEET, and that's not completely true. Your studying style will change from your NEET preparation, and it will take 2 to 3 months to find your bearings in med school. Trust me.
In fact, let me tell you, when you start reading Guyton, for every paragraph that you read, you have to read only the first line and the last line. Don't get into the content. If you feel the first line appealing, if you feel it is beautifully written, then go for the paragraph, or you will be stuck in Guyton forever. That book is so huge and it is written so vastly that you cannot complete it. So the best thing is you read the first line of the paragraph and the last line of the paragraph, and hence you get the gist like what Guyton really wants to see. Okay, coming up next is your biochemistry, and biochemistry basically feels like a 12th standard chemistry, a huge amount of reactions, a huge amount of cycles. You have to learn tediously everything, and the books for biochemistry, they're very specific, Satyanarayan and Vasudevan. Standardly, we everyone uses Satyanarayan, and it is the best book that you can have. if you want to have some foreign authors, so then there's a author named Lippincott. If you search it online, you'll definitely get a free PDF of it and you can study on it. But the best book to study is Satyanarayan. Now, if you want to have some concise revision notes, so then the OG, the goat of biochemistry is Dr. Jambulkar, and he has a separate YouTube channel as well as he has published his own notes. So if you feel stuck somewhere like while studying Satyanarayan, please go through this book, and you should definitely have a hard copy of this book, Jambulkar Notes, at any cost. Next slide, please. Then for the practicals, again, it's your journal which you have to go through. Usually your peers will help you, your peers and your seniors will help, like all the residents and the interns who are there in the biochem department. They'll definitely help you even during the exam. But if you really want to study biochemistry beautifully, then go for Anita Chalak's clinical biochemistry book. It's wonderful and it is very simple to read also. Next slide. For online resources, I have literally mentioned 10 people, but please only and only go with the first person, that is Dr. Rajesh Jambulkar. He is the GOAT for biochemistry. Trust me, you'll literally love him when you get into your first year study.
The search for anything in biochemistry ends with Dr. Rajesh Jambulkar.
Next slide. So, okay, so for first year, I hope you know the books, you know the resources that you have to use, and I pretty much think that you have made your choices of what to use, right? So those who are using guide standard books like Guyton, do give me a reaction. Those who really wish to study. Oh my God, so many people.
Very
Guys,
enthusiastic 25
all
batch.
you're very enthusiastic. All the best to you guys. Please Guyton pura karna. Don't be like us. Like we had studied only one or two topics and then we left the book as it is. Please don't leave it. Okay. So we'll be having a short activity right now. Akansha, you may take over.
All right. So I'll just stop sharing the screen right now. You will be shared a link on the WhatsApp group. That is a link to a quizzes. So please join that. And it's a fun little 10 questions only. Just to see, what people think about med school and how much of Netflix and Prime Video have you actually consumed over the last month and a half.
So basically, अभी बहुत knowledge पा लिया. Now let's have some fun activity. Guys, we'll be posting a quiz, so do give it a try.
The link has been shared.
Guys, start solving the quiz.
No, no, the quiz will be started at the same time. Right now, I can see 40 participants. We have 95. We'll wait for everyone to join.
Okay, cool.
Come on, guys. I see 83 participants. Let's wait till it hits 90. Whoever has not joined, please join the quiz. All right, let's start the quiz. Good luck. There's no right or wrong answers, guys.
Akansha, you're displaying the leaderboard, yeah?
I'm displaying the leaderboard. Should I display the questions?
अच्छा हम भी स्वाद सकते हैं दिखाओ.
Join from your different device. Guys, your homework is to watch New Amsterdam, guys. Come on. It's my favorite med drama.
New Amsterdam छोड़ो रे. Watch the pet. So cool.
Yeah?
Have you watched the pet?
No.
It's there on Geo पे है.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic, यार. You'll really love it.
Guys, from question 7 onwards, there is no really no correct answer. You can it's quite open for interpretation. Just know, please, don't feel bad if you get questions wrong, because there is actually no correct answer to question 7, 8, and 9. Once you're done with the quiz, please react on the meeting.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
All right. I think many people. Congratulations, Deepshikha. All right. I think most people are done.
Good enough. Achha, how many of you are expecting, you are trying to come to BJGMC Pune? Please react. Those who are really interested in coming in BJGMC Pune. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. You got one reaction to the
Okay.
who wants to go attend BJ.
Okay. Oh my God.
I think
I think,
most of the crowd is about attending GSMC.
but then GSMC also has limited seats now. Then uske baad, like, they should have like in mind BJGMC. And BJGMC is much better than this KEM, GSMC.
Is it?
Definitely. Yeah,
Well, I guess that is an argument for another day at this point.
definitely, definitely.
I mean, no comment. I'm from MGIMS, so.
Hey, we have the best patient
I'll
intake.
stop sharing
Head-
and present the
uh,
presentation again. If
okay.
anyone does have the score in range of like actually having the chance to get admitted to MGIMS, I know this college is in a very gray zone. Some people call it a government college, some people call it a private college, semi-private, whatever. If anyone does actually get MGIMS, please like get in touch with me before putting this college in your preference. All right.
पहले तो BJGMC को priority डालेंगे. And do meet me once you come. ठीक है. So we can go ahead. I guess we have Natanshi also in the room. Here with us.
Yes. I'll just start presenting again.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right. Hope you guys had fun with that small quiz. All right. So we would like to call upon Natanshi to talk a little bit more about IMAMSN.
Hi everybody. So I'm back. Well, Natanji is a little occupied at the moment, so I guess I will take over and she'll just join in another 2-3 minutes. Okay. So IMAMSN Maharashtra. It actually stands for the Indian Medical Association, the Medical Student Network. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you are very well versed or do know that an IMA exists in every city or town for that matter. So this IMA MSN is a medical student network. So all of us, the co-hosts, are actually members of this team. We are the members of the state team. So there's an entire flow that is to be followed. So well, yes, let's get on with it, shall we? Okay, so who exactly are we? So we have our committee or rather a community in all major colleges across Maharashtra. So it is our main aim is to help you guys reach out to fellow students from other colleges as well, and ultimately help you network better. So it is we encouraging you to have a future as healthcare leaders and providing you with a little extracurricular activities that might not always be present in your respective colleges. ठीक है, सो अभी एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर सभी को करना रहता है, गाना सब गा लेते हैं, डांस सब कर लेते हैं, बट यू नीड समथिंग एल्स एज वेल, राइट? समवेयर वेयर यू कैन एक्चुअली बी अ लीडर. So, leadership, professionalism, debating on healthcare policies, ethical practices, improving your communication skills. So, today, if I look back, it's been 3 years since I have joined IMA. So, over the 3 years, I have seen how I have evolved, and I'm sure everybody else can do it too. So, I guess that is why we are emphasizing a little more on who we are, because we want to establish, or rather extend our community to help you guys also navigate not just med school but also to identify and more get to know yourselves better. Okay, so I guess that is all. I would now like to request Natanshi to take over.
Hello everyone. Hi,
Hello
I'm
Natanshi.
Natanshi Kumar. Hi Taisha. Hello everyone, I'm Natanshi Kumar from HBTMC Cooper Hospital, Mumbai, Juhu. Currently, I'm a third year MBBS student. So I will first brief you about the structure of the state team. So for the structure of the state team, we have different aspects. The first aspect is the core team, which is the state team, which has convener, co-convener, general secretary, national council member, and joint secretary, and the heads, some of which you will be meeting soon. Then we have subcommittee, the members of subcommittee. Then we have college council, college convener, college secretary, financial secretary, state council member, and then we have members. There are a lot of members which you will be also a part of once you join a medical college. Now we'll move further. Now I would like to introduce you to Kunal Shah. He's currently college Cooper Hospital.
Natanshi, I believe you are
Has also
inaudible.
published what?
You were inaudible. Like,
1 second.
we lost you. Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah, you are audible.
am I audible
Sorry.
now?
Yes, you are.
Hello.
Yes, you're in. Audible.
Yes. So I would like you to introduce to Kunal Shah again. He's on at MC and Dr. R.N. Cooper Hospital, Mumbai. He was a former state president of IMAMSN Maharashtra. He also received IMA National President Award for Young Doctors. He has researched. He's active in researches, and he has published in Curious and IGCM magazines. He is also doing ongoing research on 3D printing and robotics. Now, I would like to invite him to say a few words about his experience in IMA and overall about MBBS journey. Hi, Kunal.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Hi,
Hi.
Natanshi. Thank you for the
Hi.
introduction. I can't
Yes.
switch on my video. Just give me the permission to switch on my video.
Yeah, 1 second. Ashish?
I guess Taisha is the host.
Yes, Kunal, it's been granted. Could you just check once, please?
Yeah. All right. Am I visible?
Yes, you are. Welcome.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. So basically, what I want to speak about IMA and MBBS in general is you're joining med school with a dream to do something for yourself, to be proud of yourself, your family to be proud of yourself, and things that you've never tried before, because the journey up till now would just be you were in school up till 10th grade, then 11th and 12th you all worked very hard to get this seat. You all never really got to express yourself. I think IMA is a place where you all can figure out things. If you like sports, we have sports events. If you like debates, we have events that have debates. We have MUNs. So the whole point is this gives you a platform to express yourself beyond our curriculum, beyond the MBBS textbooks, and beyond something that you would have imagined yourself to express yourself like. So all these things that are written, the statistics on my profile, I think more than that, the character development and the impact that we actually create matters more than your CV. Even if you have a 5-page CV and you do it just for those things on paper, it's not fun. So whatever you all do it with proper intent. And I was a state president, and I knew nothing about leadership. And I'm the first generation doctor. I have no doctors in my family. I don't know what the medical field looks like. So being a part of IMA, climbing up the ladder, becoming the state convener, it was a very big thing for me, because it's not like I see leadership positions very frequently in my family or around me. So if I can do it, I think you can do it too. And don't do it for the name tag, or don't do the research papers for adding up numbers and your name against research papers on your research kit or your kit profiles. Do it because you have the passion. And in MBBS, you are taught your curriculum very well. You have your Marrow apps, your Prep Ladder apps. You're going to be at par with the curriculum. But what you're really not taught is the X factor. That's what you have to figure it out yourself. And what I believe is, if you think you have a set of strengths, a set of weaknesses, many people may have the same strength, the same weakness, but the combination of all your strengths, all your weaknesses, can create and build your character in a way that you wouldn't have imagined your MBBS journey to create, right? So when you join med school, you join these organizations. There'll be a lot of organizations, but I would personally say IMA is the best organization, IMAMSN Maharashtra state, because it provides such a platform that you can express yourself, you can go out, you can make network, you can network with people. I was at a stage in my second year and third year that I traveled to 3 cities, 3 different states for a national conference. I made friends from all over India, and I was at a level where, you tell me that I want a doctor in Odisha, I can get you a doctor in Odisha in the next 5 minutes. I network so strongly with people out there, and it's not bragging, but it's the fact. Your network is your net worth in this day and age, and you really need to figure it out yourself. Many people in the med school curriculum will tell you like, ये सब time pass क्यों कर रहे हो, medical school पे ध्यान रखो. Those guys will be the employees in your hospital which you will own in the future. And it's like, you don't only have to focus on being a good doctor, you have to focus on being a good human being, you have to focus on being a good speaker, you have to focus on helping your patients, you need to have empathy towards your patients. You sit in one health camp of IMA, just one health camp. You measure the blood pressure of 200 patients. You will be set. All your internship. There's something called as a threshold limit, right? You measure 50 blood pressures with that sphygmomanometer. You're gonna have the judgment where to stop, which Kortikoff sounds to hear, what to not hear, and when to stop. So all of that is going to be very beneficial in these health camps. And there are debates, there's an MUN, there are research projects, there are conferences. I think Natanshi's batch, they took Taisha's batch, all of them, they were part of the Nagpur conference. They did it very well. So yeah, there are a lot of stuff that you can do. Paper presentation, poster presentation, you name it, we have it. So just join, and yeah, that's all.
Thank you so much, Kunal. Would you like to give one last advice or something some decision you're very proud of during your MBBS journey?
Okay. I think what I am most proud of is that I was fearless from failure, right? Even if I wasn't selected for an interview for any position, even if I didn't do well in an exam, Even if I didn't do well, probably in one of my competitions, or even if I couldn't diagnose some patient properly, I gave myself the room and the freedom to fail. Right? The room and the freedom to fail is very important because you expect too much from yourself, and so much competition around you. You want to be the best. It's humanly not possible. So give yourself the room and the freedom to fail and learn, and that's how you're going to evolve. So out of 459 matches that Sachin Tendulkar played, in more than 300 matches, he got out on a score of less than 50. But he's still the GOAT, right? So it doesn't matter how many times you fail, you win eventually.
Thank you so much, Kunal. Now I would like to invite Lekha Vardhani. She is a dynamic and dedicated medical student. She started her journey of IMAMSN as a college council member and is currently serving as the state president. Her consistent commitment and leadership has risen to helm the state chapter. Over the past 4 years, she has conducted more than 500 events, 3 conferences, including Veritas, and now a new conference, which is Synaptics, participated in multiple observerships, and actively contributed to academic excellence by securing wins in various medical competitions. I would like to invite her to talk to us and say a few words about her experience and her point of view.
Hello everyone. I am so sorry we have a conference on 26, which is in 2 days. So I'm glad I could just make here last minute. But okay, so hi everyone. I am so glad to see you all because I think we've been through the same grind. To see all of you, such bright minds after a period of commitment, a period of hard work, to be here when you're excited to join your new medical colleges in maybe less than a month. I think it's a really exciting time. I remember being right in your shoes, and I can't even explain how excited I am for you to join your journey. So let me start by congratulating you. You stayed hard, you worked hard, you stayed committed, and I'm so excited for you to join us on this side of the grind. So welcome. And as the state president of IMAMSN Maharashtra, right after Kunal, I would also love to welcome you to IMA. So, what is IMA? I think you guys all have a gist of it. When I joined IMA, I thought it was just another organization. But right now, it's become a platform that has empowered me to become such a dynamic individual that I cannot even think who I was before and what I would have been if I didn't have so many experiences, so many conferences, and so much of exposure. And apart from that, I think one of the most important points of IMA is that it gives you a community. I had seniors who mentored me, I have juniors that I've been able to guide, and I also have peers that I'm sure are going to be with me throughout my professional journey as well as my private life. So I think it's been a really incredible journey. As for why you should be joining IMA or not even IMA, why you should be working, going that extra mile, working that extra hour, why you should be doing something like this. I think Kunal explained it the best. But for you, working in a hospital, developing these skills of working as a team leader, working as a thinker, it sets you apart from the other doctors, sets you apart from the other students. And when you work in an environment which has always pushed you to be somebody bigger than yourself, you adapt, you evolve, and that skill never leaves you. So I think that is something that all of you definitely must experience as being a part of an organizing team, as a part of extracurriculars that and co-curriculars that I may also gives you a chance of to be a part of. I think, like Kunal said, getting in those health camps, competing in quizzes, making sure that, of course, you are in touch with your college, with your batchmates, but to also be in touch with students all across Maharashtra, all across India in the national conferences that we also have. That is something that we give you a chance of to be connected, to compete, to see where you stand, and to make connections and network as much as you can. Right now, a few things that I would love to give you an insight into, because I started as a college council member. That word doesn't make sense, but just to tell you, as a part of the college representative of IMA and now representing the entire state of IMA on a national level, I think it's important to know for you to know that this journey has made me into a leader that I will never forget. And all these health camps, these events, they shape you, they give you more exposure. You learn, it's practical, it's clinical, and you gain skills, you gain hacks, you gain a lot of things that sitting in a classroom, it gets very limited. So, welcome all of you to the MBBS journey. I am very excited for you guys. And apart from that, welcome to this side of the medical journey. Welcome to an organization, an empowering platform like IMA. And I hope to see a lot of you thrive in your colleges, thrive as a part of our institution. We would love to open and extend our hands to welcome all of you onto our team. We love seeing juniors, we love seeing people with fresh energy, new energy, because that's exactly what we want. And I'm really excited for you to join your journey, like start your journey and join our team. Thanks a lot. And also, yes, Natanshi, who is our memberships head, and Taisha, our acad's head. I think both of these guys have been the most important like pillars of our organization for this term. So seeing them conduct one of our most important events, I imagine MBBS for students before the journey of MBBS. I think I'm so proud of them and I'm so glad to be a part of the speakers panel with Kunal and with other speakers. So yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, Lekha.
Thank
I
you.
know you've said a lot, but I would like to ask you a last question. What
Yes.
about the IMA community you love the most?
What part of the IMA community? Okay, I think when I first joined it, I realized that it's a bunch of like-minded people. And by like-minded, I meant people who just want to give in their best, give in their 100%, and get that task done. But then I realized that there's so much more to a perspective than what I have exposure to. So I think that exposure to perspective, to how other people achieve things, to how other people get a task done, I think that was very important because at this age I feel like the most valuable asset is to evolve, is the fact that you can change and you can add skills, remove traits, add traits, and to be a part of a team which has and had have such incredible leaders. I think that has been the most valuable part of this community, and I will always remember all of them. So I think that for sure.
Okay, thank you so much, Lekha.
Thank you so much, and all the best, you guys. Thank you.
Now I would like to introduce you to Pratik Davir, who is the State General Secretary of IMA MSN MH. He was the chief organizer of Plexus MSN Con 2024 Nagpur and was a part of organizing team of Veritas 2025 and is currently working on Synaptics 2025. Hi Pratik, I would
Hello.
like you to speak something to our newcomers.
So primarily, I would like to extend my gratitude to Natanshi and Taisha and everybody in their teams. So I guess you guys have learned about how teams function. So it is a very big task to organize such a big event of such a large scale to, you know, get everybody together and get so like participation and reach out to every single coaching class. Like we've had such an extended process because you're not usually the people we cater events to. So these people have gone out of their ways. They've reached out to all their personal contacts and contacts to like they've sent messages to people they've not spoken to for 3 years just because they were in their coaching class. So I also want to extend my love. I want to congratulate them and thank them for this amazing opportunity. And it's an amazing event that I'm proud to be a part of. Secondly, talking about medical school, I'll talk a little bit about both IMA and MBBS separately and also how it ties in together. In MBBS, first of all, you're not entirely sure which college you're going to end up in. I don't know if the counseling sessions have started, but there is always I did not have an idea that I would end up in the college I do, that is an IGGMC Nagpur, and you cannot really prepare for this. You might have to live away from home. You might have to live like 15 hours away from where I live, which is what is my situation where I live 15 hours away from Pune, which is where I'm originally from. So you may not have the liberty to be in the personal space that you're used to or be in the sort of have the community that you've always had, like your parents, your family, friends, people you live with, people, your neighbors. So you are transported to this alien environment and you don't know what happens and what doesn't happen. And trust me, the minute you enter college, you're going to realize what exactly MBBS is. It's not just about studying and about books and about how well you're doing in exams. It's actually everything except for that. It's so much more. You talk about your friend groups, you talk about dynamics, you talk about, how you're going to be a part of these organizations, how important is it, what your career is going to be like. So it is a very multifaceted thing that you're going to enter into. And if you have a friend that is IMA, so what IMA does is, I think, in a whole, tries to be this friend that offers you a sense of community everywhere you go. Maybe sometimes I have heard this from a lot of people. They don't find that community in their colleges, even where they feel like the people they're surrounded with may not give them that sense of family or that sense of community that they really desire. And talking to people in IMA or having these interactions with people here, they really feel like, oh, we have found someone that we can relate to, and we can, have enriching experiences with them. They can be in your city. You can have like lifelong friendships with them. You can make connections. You can make, life, like you can make memories that really last lifetime. And I can attest to it. I have had amazing experiences in my life that I will carry forward for the rest of my life, that I have acquired through IMA. So primarily, this is what I would leave you with. It gives you some sort of community. It helps you navigate life. There are multiple opportunities that medical school doesn't always offer. Now, for example, research is a thing that most colleges really don't emphasize on. It is a part of their curriculum, but it is not something that is ever going to be um, made easy for you. We at IMA take great efforts and we go to great lengths to ensure that everybody has an opportunity to work with a mentor and to publish independently and work on something that is more than this. We do not have an idea of how private hospitals work. We do not have an idea for specializations that do not cater to the MBBS curriculum. So we have observerships which span from topics such as spinal surgery or cancer hospitals and these big or neurology, where these are topics that are not going to be covered in your MBBS curriculum, and we're offering you free opportunities to go and explore these in different parts of the country at free of cost. Matlab, this is just because students here really want to make an impact in the world and they really want to put forth something that creates a legacy. So more than anything, if I have to end my speech, I'm sorry for taking too much time. You become a part of a legacy. IMA is not just about your student body. I think Natanshi and Taisha showed you the growing scale, and we're just the MSN team. I interact with doctors. Lekha can tell you, Kunal can tell you, everybody can tell you. We just don't talk to our MSN team. We talk to the junior doctors that are the residents. We talk to the IMA parent body, like of different cities. So I have connections. I can talk to people from IMA Pune. I can talk to IMA Nagpur. I can talk to IMA Mumbai. So wherever you want to create a community where you're like, okay, I need help for something, even if it is something that a doctor can provide and maybe not a student can provide, you become a part of this legacy. Now, I think Lekha did not mention when she was speaking, but she is the chief organizer for a conference in her own college. So she's being a facilitator for her dean, for her vice chancellor, where the national president for IMA period, like IMA's national president is going to be in attendance. So you get to be a part of these legacy events and these huge milestones that you couldn't if you were just a part of your own college body or your small organization that you're doing here. So take an opportunity, try to be something, try to do something small, a part of a college council, a part of the state council, anything that you can find a sense of community and leave a lasting legacy. So yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much, Prateek. Now I would like Akansha and Ashish to continue.
So thank you so much to everyone who just spoke. Your insight has definitely reignited the passion that why I had joined IMA MSR in the first place. Looking forward to following your illustrious footsteps. So now I would love to call upon the academics subcommittee head, Taisha Kaur Sethi, from NKP Sims Nagpur.
Hi everybody, I think you've gotten to know me quite a lot today. So yes, once again, now I am here as the academic head, not just as your co-host. So I am Taisha Kaur Sethi, a final year MBBS student here at NKP Salve Institute of Medical Sciences in Nagpur. So yes, IMA for me also started out as me being a college council member, and here I am, rising through the ranks. And I just want to tell you, it is not difficult. It is, if you're committed to a cause, you will reach where I, or rather where Pratik and Lekha have. So yes, so now what essentially academics does is we make learning fun. In simple terms, that is what we do. So we have quizzes, we have debates, we have multiple competitions, we have case presentations, we have poster presentations, you name it, we do it. So yes, academics is just taking all the stress out of actually studying and making it fun and enjoyable. So well, yes.
All right. So actually, I have a few questions for you, Taisha.
Okay.
How do you exactly, balance preparing exams and contributing to IMAMSN's academic initiatives?
Okay, so I would say it is all a matter of consistency. In the starting, when I started as a subcommittee member, rather, I was a bit confused as to how to manage my time with college curriculum as well as my dedication to the subcommittee. So now that it's been 2 years of me being in the academic subcommittee, I have actually realized that consistency is the key. Small steps every day, they will take you far. And that is not just applicable to how I manage, but I think that is an advice I would like to give to everybody present here. Because you cannot, expect to conquer the moon in just a day. You do need years of hard work and preparation. So consistency, again, I would repeat, is the key. Just distribute your time. Everything is important because at the end of the day, you're also human. So yes.
That's great. So, what's the weirdest study hack that you swear by?
Okay, well, there are a few. So I'll go with two. Okay. So one would be, just imagine you are, a teacher or rather a TEDx, a talker, speaker, and you're surrounded by people who do not know anything about the subject. You are the master of it. So just explain it to your imaginary audience how you would go about with it. So that is one. The other is if I am to rote learn anything, which I know you guys do have to do in once you join MBBS, answers बड़े-बड़े लिखने पड़ते हैं सबको ही, और वो points मिस हो जाए तो marks भी नहीं मिलते. So ultimately it's a little part of rote learning as well. So for that, what I do is I am at a time studying, and then in one hand I have a pen which is just going round and round on papers. For some reason, everything that I read gets stored in my mind. I have no idea how, but those are two hacks that I swear by.
I will definitely take up the first one as I have my university exams coming.
Well, all the best to you then. Let me know if it works out.
Definitely. So, how is the academic wing trying to make MBBS feel like, less like a burden and more like a beautiful journey?
Okay, well, that is one that I'd really like to talk a lot about, but I'll, restrict myself. So, what we do is, if you're not able to understand a topic, we make it simpler. We have quizzes. What do you do in quizzes? We break the entire complex topic down. We have questions made, and then you might just end up acing the topic once you start preparing for the quiz. We go into those nitty-gritty details that you might just miss out. So that is how the quiz helps. Now, once you guys come to second year, you will realize how important your clinical postings are. Right. So for that, we have an event called as the Case Club. In that, what we do is we take up cases from the wards that are generally asked and are present. So we have an expert faculty on board. They explain the case to you in a matter that would actually help you ace not just your clinical but as well as your theory exams. So it does have a dual function. And those are just a few. We debate on topics that you might not have even imagined. And yes, those are a few. So I hope to see you all later on and contribute to us further.
Thank you so much for your insight, Taisha.
Thank you, Akansha.
Okay, so next we have Akash Randive, who is from LTMMC from Mumbai, and he is the research head of the research subcommittee. Akash, if you really want, you may speak a few words to our fellow friends.
Thank you, Ashish. Hello, everyone. And firstly, hello to the entire team of IMAMSN Maharashtra and to all the medical students who are joining us, especially the first years and those who are now coming into medical colleges as first year students. Now, to introduce a bit about myself, I'm Akash Andive, a second year med student in Sion Hospital, Mumbai. Currently, I'm leading the research team of IMAMSN Maharashtra. And to give you a bit of insight into what our subcommittee does, we range across all aspects of research. Our research subcommittee team gives students, those who are entering medical colleges, a platform on how to get started from the basics, how to learn about how to conduct a project, to know more, and to satisfy your curiosity. At the same time, how to connect with professionals, people who have reached higher levels in research, to connect with them, carry out more projects, and develop yourself in this field as an eminent researcher, someone who's curious and someone who's passionate about learning more. In that, the research subcommittee conducts a multitude of events and gives opportunities to not only conduct research but also to present it and to connect with other professionals.
Great, great. So, Akash, if you can really tell me, uh, did you find something which you initially felt was a myth, but then later you found that it is very easy to do in research? Is there something which you still like you want to really suggest to our friends here that it's not an actual myth, and especially to do research in first year?
Right. Now, throughout, I would say throughout my entire life, there's a picture about researchers and scientists that is created in a lot of us, especially those who are in movies and those in series, that there are scientists who conduct research, they're constantly in laboratories, they have a very high IQ, you're surrounded by numbers. So when I got into medical college, my first impression was that, oh, I cannot do research. I need to study, I need to gain a lot of knowledge, become an extra smart person, and only then can I do something in research. This question of medical literature and research really haunted me. So when I entered medical college and I connected with some seniors, and the first word or question about research came, I had this huge question mark. So I started going around and asking my mentors and students, and there were a few things that they told me that stuck with me. The first was that you can never be completely ready or a complete expert in research. Even those who are at the top of the field, who are the most eminent professors and doctors out there, or the most high level scientists, they're still learning new things about the infinite possibilities that are there in medicine. And second, if you want to get into research, the best way is to start as soon as you get the opportunity. There are two things that I would like to mention to everyone who's entering medical college and to all our audience that is here. You must have the curiosity whenever you're studying medicine to know more about it. And everyone talks about passion, but I would say you should have the grit to mentally follow and to pursue what medicine truly is and to research more about it. And trust me, I have learned through this process. I'm the most beginner person that can ever be there, but I will tell you, just start with research and it will completely inspire you to go ahead.
True enough, true enough. But Akash, I just wanted to ask, like when you started researching in your first year, so you didn't you felt lost? Didn't you felt that yes, I don't know anything about research? Like how should I go about it? So have you, yeah, yeah. So you felt anytime like that? And if yes, then what you did actually?
Right. Now, I see that a lot of students here are just coming freshly into medical college. One, you feel lost, but second, a lot of us are even unaware about something like medical research that students can do. So, first, I'm here to tell you that each and every one of us is involved in medical research, whether we do it or not. every single word that you read in your textbook has been derived from research. Whatever work you do contributes to this field as research and science. I understand that when students first get into medical college, they're so overwhelmed with studies, they're so overwhelmed with connecting with seniors or understanding how to manage academics and extracurriculars that many times research becomes a backseat or they just get scared about it or they feel lost. And I was in the same position. I was quite a late starter to research and still am. I'm still learning new things. But to give a few practical tips to everyone who's here, there are a few resources online that everyone must understand. There are scientific journals where something known as medical scientific literature is published. I would recommend, since this is the pathway I followed from first year till now, whatever you study in medical school, always have a curiosity to question why that is and read papers, read journals. The second step would be to make connections with seniors, your batchmates in college, and most importantly, your professors and faculty, not only in your own college but also outside. Always approach them with the idea or the curiosity that you have if you want to start a project, or if you feel that you want to join under someone's guidance for research, do that first. Don't jump directly for authorship or for recognition. The first step is that you learn the process, gain an understanding. But trust me, that in itself is such a fun process and you get stuck onto it. Once you do that, and you will feel lost along the way, but that is where your mental grit comes into the picture. Follow the process and you will enjoy learning and you will enjoy researching.
Beautifully said, Akash. I truly believe that our juniors will definitely follow such pathway. Finally, just give me one example, who from someone from first year who has actually done a wonderful job in research under our research wing, under our subcommittee, guidance of our subcommittee.
Thank you, Ashish. Now, my journey in IMA has been first, I was a member as everyone is. When you start out, then you work with a team, and then you go on to lead a team and higher positions. I have seen students, my own batchmates, who have joined and who have been regular. So when IMA carries out opportunities, when IMA MSN's research team carries out these opportunities and webinars, I have seen 2 to 3 students who were constantly committed to attending them, about learning more from how to review literature to biostatistics. And in my second term, when I came and we started hosting competitions, I saw these 2 students who were attending webinars and who were learning and asking questions. They had researched, made their own papers, and came to these competitions. From afar, they were selected for this conference as finalists. And when they presented it amongst judges, the judges were, they awarded them and they also told them how important and how well done their research was. So rather than taking names, I would say I've seen the journey of a select few students that have been consistent and that have had that curiosity, and now they can see their results coming into action.
Wonderful, wonderful. It feels so nice to hear about all these things.
Thank
I'm
you.
definitely sure that our juniors will be inspired and they'll definitely start their research journey from first year.
Absolutely. I look forward to all of them. I look forward to all of them to have this curiosity and take a part in whichever opportunities you get. Don't worry about failing. Don't worry about not being ready. You get ready and you learn by failing, by falling, and then rising up. That's what Winston Churchill said. That's what a lot of great leaders of our world have done. And trust me, that is the path to true success.
Thank you, Akash. Thank you.
All right. Next, we have the Events and Workshops Subcommittee Head, Chaitrali Thalkari. She's from IGGMC Nagpur.
Akansha, I think she's encountering a little glitch. Could you please move on to the next head?
All right. Next, we have HRD Subcommittee. Do we have Parth Panase here?
It joined before.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, Parth. Yes, we can hear you.
Great.
Can you switch on your video? We can't see you. All right, yes. Hi, Parth. Welcome to this session.
Thank you, Natanshi. Thank you for the invite. So, I am Parth Panase. I am a third minor MBBS student at IGGMC. I am the head of Human Resources and Development. What my subcommittee does, I think now HR is quite famous, so you just know that's Human Resources and Development. We recruit members in among colleges across Maharashtra, and currently we have 27 colleges that work under us. And we are very happy to have a team of 125 people under HRD that do events at local levels. And this is to promote one thing is inclusivity for everyone, give everyone an opportunity. That's the main job of IMA. It's nothing extravagant, it's just simple.
Amazing. All right, Parth. I have a few questions for you. So, how does IMA MSN help develop leadership and soft skills in junior members?
Great. So one thing, as I told you, under IMA, and a lot of people before me have also said, IMA is just a platform where you get to do what you want to do. If you tell us an idea, we are going to make that idea into reality. Now we have three conferences. One is upcoming. We have successfully conducted two. So that it was just an idea, MSN ka idea. It is converted into something very big now. And you begin small. Every one of us today, as I told, I began as a college convener. I went to the state team. Then now I'm the head of the subcommittee. So that's how you begin small. You conduct what you want to do with passion and everything. And that's how you move on up and do whatever you want to do. Build up on what you want to do and convert it into reality. That's what I would say.
Got it. So, being a member of a subcommittee myself, I know that we always have like some scheduled meetings. So, what's the funniest excuse you've heard for missing a meeting?
I should say that was so I had a college exam and I was like, dude, it's a Sunday and the meeting is at 9:30.
Mhm. So that's quite funny. What makes someone stand out when they apply to join the IMA MSN team?
One thing we always look for is how curious and how passionate you are. And to one more thing to add is charisma and humor. That should be with you. That's all you require. And your dedication to work, something is very essential. If you are willing to work, you're always wanting to give you an opportunity to work. You would never be free of anything.
Completely agree. All right. So basically, the next question I have for you is, what will kind if someone wants to join HRD, what is something that if they have no experience being a part of an organization or a team like this, what should they not be scared of? What inhibitions should they not have?
Okay, I got a joke for this. If you hang out with the CEO, you're of course going to get into HR. But jokes apart, for to be a part of the HRD team, I think one is good communication skills. If you are not good at communicating, it's very difficult to get across HRD. Communication is the key here in all the procedures of life in medical education as well. So first is communication. How will you do that? Is the second thing. Second is the way you speak to people. The professionality needs to be maintained. The gap needs to always be there. When to be professional, when to be personal. So that is essential boundaries need to be set here. And in case of one more thing about one thing we look in HRD is that you should be willing to work throughout the year and willing to respond to hundreds of messages. Patience is the key.
Completely agreed. So, well, the main difference between astronomers' HRD team and our HRD team is the professionality. All right. Thank you so much, Parth, for your time. It was great interacting with you.
Thank you so much. It was great having you all here.
So next we have Prajakta Kute from IGGMC Nagpur. Unfortunately, she is not with us right now. So I can't go back to the EAW subcommittee. Okay, so right now we have Chaitrali Thalkari with us, who is the head of events and workshop subcommittee, state subcommittee. Uh, Chaitrali, are you there?
Hi, Ashish. Am I audible? Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you are audible. Yeah, please, please.
Okay, great. Hello, everyone. Myself, Chaitrali Tharkari. I am currently in third year MBBS, and I'm from IGGMC Nagpur. So I'm currently serving as the head of events and workshop subcommittee. Now, for all of you who have the doubt as to what events and workshop subcommittee does, it is as simple as its name, events and workshop. That's all we do. We conduct events where you get an opportunity to get out of your college, to meet new people, because we all come to our college with that rose tinted view that it is going to be so exciting, and we are going to join clubs, and we are going to do this and that, and unfortunately that is not the reality. So to make that reality happen for you a little bit, we try to do events where you get to interact with people, you get to learn a lot of things, you get to do things like suturing workshops or ECG workshops, or you get to attend health camps, or you get to attend, like you get to look at people who are in a position where they have done a lot in their MBBS career, and they teach us a lot. So that is what basically events and workshop subcommittee does. And I think our main motive is giving students what they actually want, because in different, we work all around Maharashtra, or everywhere there are different demands of students. Like, hello, audible?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yeah. So some people want workshops, some people want seminars. So that's what we do. I guess that's it from my side.
It seems EAW has a lot of fun stuff going on there.
Yeah,
Am I right?
we definitely do. I hope
So,
all these new students who are here to know about IMA or MBBS, I hope you guys can join our events in the future, and we can give you what you really want in your MBBS life.
how do you actually balance the fun element as well as the purpose element while conducting an event?
I think to keep in balance, I have a great team with me who comes up with different ideas all the times, and they're like, This month we want to do something fun where people, there are times when we are all busy in our exams, and we are all having a hectic lifestyle where we have to study 8, 10 hours a day, and then my team comes with plans like, let's do trivia nights, or let's do some fun open mic event, and let's give an opportunity to people to cool down and to just get out of that zone. So that is where the fun element comes. And when we realize that UTs are coming, or we have, like, we did a collaborative event with research subcommittee where we explained how to do ICMR, how to write your proposal. So I think it depends on the time. When the time comes, we are ready with the material you need, the help you need, and we are there to be there for you as seniors or as batchmates, to help you out with your academic. Whereas when you need that relief, stress relief from your college, we are always there to like balance things out.
Great, great. So, Chetrali, just tell me, is there some kind of past event which actually surprised you with its impact?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I would like to mention a member of mine, Ariha. So she recently did a event in Aurangabad, and it was supposed to be a small tobacco smoking awareness program where we go on roads and we explain to people that where the tobacco or alcohol consumption is wrong, and how to get out of it. But the impact that it had, the amount of people that came to watch our event or the type of media attention we received, the type of police protection we received, police protection. कि आप करो event and we are here to give you space and time to do an excellent event where you you inspire people to be better. And that was such an inspiring thing to watch, to see such a small idea become so big and so fun and inspiring for a lot of people.
That really sounds fantastic. Thank you, Chetrali, for joining us. Thank you.
Yes, welcome Ashish. Bye bye.
Bye.
All right, next we have the memberships subcommittee head. I would like to call upon Natanshi Kumar. She's a student from HBTMC Mumbai.
Hello again, Akansha. Hello
Hi,
everyone.
Natanshi.
Congratulations once again for clearing NEET and being at a place where you're just about to join college. So I am Natanshi Kumar, a third year MBBS student at HBTMC Mumbai. So when I joined MBBS, I still remember it was, I guess, day second or third of my MBBS journey. And as you've met Kunal already, he introduced me to IMA. Since then, my journey started, and currently I am the head of memberships. So our subcommittee works as the backstage worker, which we would say as like we would do the work which is done after the events are done. So like post event work. So basically, we issue certificates for all the events, as that is like a big part of your motivation to work for the events. And we all manage all the members and their memberships of the IMA across Maharashtra. So that's just a gist of what our subcommittee does.
All right. So, Natanshi, a few questions for you. How does
Yes.
IMA MSN help someone find their place in such a huge student body?
So I'll say like there are basically many organizations, but IMA someone finds their place in IMA, or IMA finds a place in such a student body, huge student body, because it is first of all a very consistent organization. Like you can see, we have so many events planned for every month regularly, and the state president like Lekha and all the previous heads of presidents were so welcoming, and they're always so open to teaching everyone how to stand up, how to like speak, or how to present. Like they are so open to teaching people how to work in a organization like IMF. So I think the over welcoming and like warming nature.
That's great. So, what's one stereotype about med students that totally fits you?
Hello, sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So my question for you was, so what's like a stereotype for med students that completely fits you?
Okay. So I think a stereotype of a person, of a student, which you must have heard, that we are always rushing to cover the syllabus. And so we are watching all the videos on 1.5x or 2x to complete it in a half a time. And but we usually end up taking more time, like usually double the time. So I think that stereotype completely fits me.
That is so true. If MBBS students were characters in a reality show, which type of character would you be?
Like a type of character.
Yeah, like, the funny one, or like, the
So I would
intellectual one.
so I would be like the mom of the group or something like that, because I'm very paranoid and very particular about things. Like I want this, I want that, I want that. I would keep everyone in check and would not like lose my calm or just let it go. I would be that.
Completely
Basically a
reflects.
Monica. Basically a
I was
Monica.
just gonna say that, yeah. Completely
Yeah.
reflects on how you manage our subcommittee.
Yeah. By the way, guys, Akansha is a part of my team.
Definitely not biased towards this particular subcommittee here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Yes.
Natanshi.
Okay. Thank you so much, Akansha.
Next, we are having Ananya Aditi from JNMC Varda. She is the head of magazine department, magazine committee. And Ananya, are you there?
Yeah, are you able to hear
Sorry.
me?
Yes, yes, sure. Please go ahead.
Great. Hello, guys. My name is Ananya Aditi, currently a third year medical student at JNMC Varda. About magazines, first of all, this was the magazine subcommittee was established. So we were given a clean slate, a clear canvas. We tend to lie towards the creative side. So in magazines, we try to indulge in topics that we think needs to be talked about, and our main aim is to give the members of IMA a platform where they can express freely, also explore opportunities so that they know that what they can grab onto, and just update them with what's going on in the medical fraternity and among inside IMA. Yeah.
Cool, cool. So, Ananya, just tell me, if your team would design a magazine based on medical students' gossip, what would you call it? And
Okay.
what content you would have put in it?
So
Based on, please go ahead.
I have two things in my mind. I would either call it rounds and rumors, or stitch or and snitch. I anything among the two of them. And in that, I would compile all the data, the medical data in the first half, and in the second half, I will put all the tea. Yeah.
That was such a funny thing. And do you think that writing and creativity, which our fellow students do write in our magazine, help us to grow as doctors?
Yeah, absolutely. Because see, while you're creating something, or for example, if you're painting something or writing something, it requires a lot of observation and intricacy. So that helps you in increasing your patience level, which will help you as a doctor, which will help you grow as a doctor. I feel when we are creating, we try multiple attempts to achieve the perfect thing. So that increases our patience level, which is very important as a doctor.
Quite insightful, Ananya. Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So with this, we are completed with our three main components. And let me tell you what happens after MBBS. Next slide, please. Friends, this is very important. So please pay attention, because definitely you have scored good enough, and you will be really getting good medical colleges for your MBBS course. But then MBBS is not just suffice. You need to have PG courses and post PG super specialty courses to actually become a very good doctor. So just like we gave NEET UG, just like you guys actually gave NEET UG, we have to give NEET PG once our internship gets over. And it has been replaced with the exam called Next. Initially, I have briefed a little about it. So you can go a little deeper into it and you can understand more about it. Then you have USMLE, SLABS, and AMC. USMLE is basically getting a PG course in USA. If you want to do the same for UK, you have to give the exam named as SLABS. And then if you want to do it for Australia, you have to give AMC exam, that is Australian Medical Council exam. So this is the medical line, but then there are a few many lines which even after MBBS you can pursue, such as UPSC. You can give UPSC CMS to become CMO, you can become medical officer initially, controlling some PhD. Then you can become CMOs, controlling a bunch of PhDs. And then you can just get higher into the ranks to get more into administrative services. Other than that, if you do MBA, then you can get into hospital administration. Quite, uh, it is quite inviting. It's very good arena where most of the people don't go. Then if you do MTech after doing MBBS, you can go for creating new devices. You can get deeper into uh, researches, and then you can create new models such as like those artificial limbs or maybe artificial heart. God knows what more you can do. So this is the whole future. MBBS is not a small streamline occurrence. It's a huge river with multiple tributaries, multiple branches. Before deciding your future, do research properly on internet, and then yes, you can go ahead.
If someone's serious about UPSC after pursuing your MBBS, then you can definitely watch interviews of Dr. Shreyak Garg. He just scored a rank, All India rank of 35, and is currently pursuing his training to be an Indian Foreign Service officer. So he completed his MBBS and he is pursuing the UPSC dream. So if anyone's serious about that, you can watch his interviews.
Also, just a heads up, UPSC CMS is a different exam. It is UPSC Combined Medical Services. So it's very specific for health related administration only. But if you give overall UPS,
Yes, if
you
you want a
can actually
non-medical
become
UPSC
IS, IPS,
exam,
and anything.
correct.
Exactly. So there's a beautiful and bright future ahead. The thing is, you have to struggle and grind right now. These 5 years decide your future, your next 50 years. So do join IMA after getting in a college and become a member. I definitely insist you. You have heard our heads, you have heard our all the prodigies, and I am definitely sure that you will be joining us. Thank you for being such a wonderful audience.
Well, I think before we end, Ashish and Akansha, let's just have a quick game. This time for the heads. What's it?
Okay, sure, work.
Definitely.
Yeah, so let us start with the never have I ever, a med school edition this time. So heads, can we have the four cameras on, please? Okay, I see you guys. Okay, so how about Chatrali, you go first?
So something I think a very classic. Never have I ever had just one prescription in my mind, paracetamol.
Well, I think,
Because you cannot remember.
uh, yeah, I think
Yeah,
if
like
all of our heads have done that, let's just have a thumbs up or something. Yeah, I guess every head has at this point. In the 3 years, you do get to know a lot. But okay, Ananya.
first year,
Sorry?
especially in first year, we did not know any, like we did not have pharmacology, so paracetamol, that's it.
Okay, how about Ananya, where you're next?
I'd say never have I ever written a whole practical record before just before the day of submission.
Well, I guess everybody has at this point. Uh, but I think the new batch coming in थोड़ा डराना नहीं है, but you might just encounter the same fate very soon. Yeah. So okay, Parth, how about you go next?
Oh, so never have I ever given a person a lecture to eat healthy food and still ate junk the next moment.
We're doing that with every patient, I suppose, at this point.
Like you tell your patients in postings कि ऐसा नहीं खाना चाहिए, and then घर जाके
You're just
you
eat and
open a
cry.
bag of chips yourself.
Okay, Natanshi, you're next.
Okay. Never have I ever fake laughed at a senior's joke to just be on the good book.
Part and parcel of med school, I suppose. Okay, ठीक है. Okay. Akansha, do you have any never have I ever question for us?
All right. So, never have I ever, pretended to pay attention in class while you're just sleeping with your eyes open. I feel
Is
like
zoning out
Yeah,
includes in
zoning
it?
out. Zoning out is like an understatement. You just go into a different world when you stop understanding the lecture at a point.
True.
you do master it over the years, I suppose. You just become a pro at it when you come to final year. Okay, Ashish, you're next. Come on, let's have one from you.
Okay, so never have I ever slept in a PSM lecture.
These guys will get a taste of it once they start with college. No, okay, ठीक है. Now I think everybody's done, so I'll go next. ठीक है. So never have I ever thought that the symptom I read in a book is what I just had, or rather have. I actually feel I might just have appendicitis the every next day. So yeah.
The
Chalo,
smallest weight loss can be cancer.
actually, suddenly you're losing weight, and then the next moment you're thinking of what the differentials could be. And you have the most dreaded at the top, rather than just thinking that you're not eating enough. So yeah, that's kind of the reality we have here. So okay, now the audience. Do you have a never have I ever question for us? Come on, let's just see where your creativity takes you.
Exactly. Whatever your expectations from med school are, please ask our heads if they have done it or not.
If not a never have I ever, just ask us something that you want to know before you get into the entire grind.
Guys, you have all the heads here. You can ask whatever you want. Anything related to MBBS, not just IMA.
Akansha, do we have a list of questions there with us that these people had already asked?
Yes. So the pre-event form that we had, so there were a few questions. Some people were asking about, strategies to adjust to a new environment, like staying away from home, and how to navigate those experiences and feelings.
Well, I'm a localite, so maybe I'm not the right person. Natanshi and Chatrali, you guys let us know.
Yes, I live 14 hours away and I miss my home every day. So, but I think the best way to adjust in a new environment would be like, just going out there and like putting yourself out there, making friends, trying to talk to people, making contacts, and it's like it gets lonely at night. Like you're alone in your room, so go to other people's room, talk to them, learn about their experiences, and know like where they are coming from. And I think sharing this pain pain makes you like pass every day in कि चलो सब साथ में दुख में है तो चलो चलता है.
Okay, Natanshi, what's your advice to this?
I feel you just need to know why you came so far. Like, what is the reason? You just need to hang on to that. And slowly, slowly, you'll find your people in everywhere. Like, I live like 1,500 kilometers from my home, like in a separate state only, altogether. So I think you find your kind of people everywhere. It's just a matter of a time. You'll adjust. It's not that hard, how much people say.
Okay. Well, I guess that has answered a few of your queries. Okay, Akansha, over to the next.
All right. So someone has asked about regarding scholarships. If there are, any granted to private medical college students. So that's the question regarding scholarships, if granted to any general category private medical college students.
I think as far as I know, do correct me if I'm wrong, general category scholarships are not really applicable at the moment, right?
Yeah, so according to the government, like there is a government scholarship, the ones that NUHS gives, but there may be I feel like there is a Mahindra scholarship for exceptional students, and but I think there is an income limit to that, so they might be for EWS students. So yeah, I don't think there are any scholarships for general. I have been looking as well, but I haven't been able to find any since the last 2 years.
Right. Okay. So what's the next question?
The next one is being in a deemed college any different than being in GMC?
Okay, Ananya, how about you answer that for us?
I would say ki not much. It's not different, but I would say the opportunities and the facilities that are given to us. I have not seen that many facilities in very remote government institutes. So that is where the difference comes, according to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And any
Not even
advice?
remote, like come on, JNMC is only what 10 kilometers away from MGIMS. And we
Yeah.
went to visit JNMC campus, and it was like walking into like a different universe altogether.
Okay. Are we left with any more, Akansha?
Many of these have been answered. Someone asked about counseling and cutoff process. So for that, Tasha, please, you can brief about tomorrow.
Yes, Natanshi, please go ahead.
Yes, so for counseling and cutoffs, we'll have a session tomorrow, the part two of the event, where we will talk about all the counseling, the important points of counseling, all India counseling, state council. There will be a special speaker coming who will guide you through the counseling process. So please stay tuned. Also, we'll circulate a form, pre-event form again. You can ask all your questions there, and I will try to answer, like make them answer all the questions.
Okay, well, the audience, do you have any questions at the moment? Or I think we can call it a day. You can text us personally as well in the chat if there's something you want to ask.
I think that's it.
Yes, Shashwat, do you have any question for us? I guess not. Okay. Is private MBBS better than government BDS? How do we answer that, frankly? The heads, do you want to put your inputs on this? Maybe Parth?
I think it's always follow your passion. So MBBS, if you will always miss MBBS if you get into BDS, but if you get into MBBS, you won't miss BDS. That's I think the answer for it.
That's pretty apt, I suppose. Okay, so the other question I think is if you buy an iPad, do you need books? Frankly, it's a personal opinion, you know. Uh, like most of us, despite having iPads, we do still refer to books, maybe just because we're used to it that way. Yeah. Any others? Do you have any, Ananya? Do you have any view on that?
I like the feeling of reading a new book. Like Akanksha said, the smell of a new book or the smell of an old book, especially. It's just a great feeling. And just writing on that, I would always prefer books.
Natanshi, do you have any views on this?
I personally use iPad because books are too heavy to carry, MBBS books. I just can't carry them all the way.
And also you shift to a new book midterm, so it is
Not
always
even a
better.
new book. Like I'm studying a subject, I planned this subject, and I will go to the library, and suddenly I want to study something else.
Yeah, so it
So
is
iPad
better.
is just convenient that way.
That, yeah, that works for me too. iPad works for me that way.
Okay, so we have one more question. How can one initiate doing research in first year? Okay, so since I think the research head has left us. So I also did my research in first year. So what I would say is we do have an ICMR STS coming up every year. So just keep that in mind. The forms are released sometime in October, November, or maybe September. Between August and October, you'll have those forms released. So just keep an eye out for them and have some go around asking every faculty, ki ma'am, what should we do? Have a few topics in mind. Just go, frankly, beg people if that matters. Ki ma'am, please hamari help kar do. And it actually helps. That is what I did at least, and my ICMI project did get selected. So yes, just go around, be passionate. Just show up and tell people ki, and tell, just demonstrate ki, okay, we are interested. That much. It is not just for the sake of doing it. It is not just another accolade on your CV. Rather, it's something that you are passionate about. And once you show that, I don't think anybody would say no. So yes, I think that is one. Anything else you guys would want to add?
I feel like so in my first year, oh, someone was saying something. Please go ahead.
No, I just wanted to clear the dates wala thing. I think the dates sometimes release early in the year too. Because when we gave, like when I submitted my proposal, the deadline was some end of July or June. So always like I just suggest to always be on a lookout because there suddenly a message comes that ICMR STS proposal the date has been opened, and then it shouldn't be a last minute thing for you, because that has been a case for a lot of people I know, and then they miss out on this amazing opportunity of doing research, because this is the most convenient way of doing research in MBBS, I believe. Because Baki Sab, it is a very long procedure. So ICMR gives you a very good platform to do research. So I would suggest that always be on a lookout, because first year is the most ideal year to do your research. Like I am doing my research in third year, and I tell you it is very hectic. Like I have follow-ups, and it is difficult to get follow-ups because you have your exams, you have suddenly some other posting that you have to compulsory attend. And I listened from Taisha, because Taisha has been a great mentor for me during my ICMR proposal submission and everything. And it has been a bit easier because my second year, first year, your college is a bit lenient, especially I would say if somebody from the audience is from IGGMC, for second year is chill. So I would suggest that definitely try to get your project selected in first year. That's it.
Yes, and one more thing that I would recommend is just get in touch with a senior from your college who's actually done it, so that they have a better idea than us of how we actually go about with it. So yes, and one more question is, yes, all the books that we've shared, guys, just go ahead and download Telegram. सब free में मिलता है. You can get all PDFs over there, so you don't even need to look for it here and there. Okay. And yes, the recording of the session will be shared by us, and it would be on our YouTube channel. Okay, so does MBBS from private or deemed college really affect building your fundamentals? Frankly, it does not, because everybody does have their own way of teaching, and at least basics everybody does get to know. So I think in the overall view, if you take it that way, it doesn't really matter. Ashish, Akansha, would you like to comment on that?
Honestly speaking,
Ashish, go
okay,
ahead.
you go ahead. You go ahead. Please.
No, I was saying that, lectures, many people don't understand. At the end of the day, it's all about what you study in your own room in the library. So it's the amount of effort that you put in.
Okay, whoever was asking this question, I'll just ask you to search Dr. Sushant Shinde. This guy, he had done his MBBS from near private college. I don't know exactly where. I have forgotten the name. It's something like it's literally not known. And then he cracked NEET PG. He cracked his exams or PG exams, and he gets into AIMS Delhi. Today, he is a top level rheumatologist, one of the best in India, and he teaches us. So let me tell you this: there is literally no difference between private or deemed colleges or even GMCs. Okay, the only thing is there is a difference in administration. Somewhere you can find a flexible faculty, and somewhere you can't. GMCs mostly don't have that much flexible faculty, but there are a few people always present in few GMCs who will definitely help you.
Right. And I think the main thing that comes into consideration is the patient inflow a little bit. Other than that, I don't think there's a significant difference in what they teach or how they teach. Or rather, private colleges might just end up having better faculties rather. So ultimately, again, it all depends on you, as these guys have rightly said. So it is ultimately your efforts that count. And yes, I guess that is all then, if we have no more. Well, thank you all for joining in today, and we hope to see you tomorrow as well. And also get your friends to join in, because tomorrow's counseling would actually be of great help to you guys.
Thank you so much, guys, for making this session a resounding success.
Thank you everyone for joining us.
Bye everyone, take care, and do reach out to us if you need any help. Our numbers are there on the group, all of us are there. And we hope to meet you all in person someday. Thank you.